All right. Well, today's episode of Supercharged with Emily, the question I have is, do you know the number one question that startups ask when starting their business? Let me know in the comments and let's see what you think. Okay, well, welcome everyone to another episode of Momentum Monday, Supercharged with Emily, the podcast. Happy to have you joining us. And today we're going live also on Instagram. So hello, Instagram family. Hello. Hope you're all doing well today and welcome. So we're doing a simulcast, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the works. So let me know that you're watching and engage with the post today. All right, so here is our topic without further ado. It is the number one question startups ask. Do you know what it is? Let me know. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to tell me what you think is the number one question startups ask and why would they ask it? So let's see. So last week we did a topic on ChatGPT, how to chat with ChatGPT. And we gave us a search on like some of the top reasons startups fail or businesses fail. So today I did another search in ChatGPT where I asked the question, what are the top questions that startup businesses ask in Google search? And these are the results that it gave me. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see the results. If you're watching on Instagram, make sure you look at YouTube too, okay, when you get a chance. So the number one question, drum roll people, where is it? Drum roll. Oh, where is it? Drum roll. The number one question startups ask is how to secure funding for a startup. Or if you type that into Google, actually, it will say maybe about almost 100 million searches for how to secure funding. But if you go and type in how to get money for a startup, it's almost 1 billion searches. So that's what people tend to ask. So the number one question is really how to get money for a startup. But my question to you is that the question they should be asking? Is that the number one question that startups should ask? And it's always very interesting what people think their priorities should be. However, that is the number one question. But today we want to talk about some other things they may want to consider. So when you're asking for money for a startup or for any business, regardless of what stage you're in, what do I need the money for? Should be really, really critical. Can you write down a solid list of what you need the money for and then be able to show how the use of those funds will actually help you achieve your goal? So that's really, really important to understand. Okay, what do I need the money for? But I actually have done another Supercharge episode on really that aspect of what startup funding. So I encourage you to go and check that out when you get a chance. But today we're going to do some more deeper introspection. But I want to take a moment to say hello to everyone watching. Thank you guys for being here on this big old multicast today. It's a big old multicast. Instagram fam, hello. LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. We're like taking it to the world today. We're going to supercharge today. So the next question is, I want you to ask yourself, is my business a business? Is it a business? Now, the questions I'm going to put forth to you right now is a little bit of pushback. Many times we have ideas, we come up with thoughts, we want money to fund it, but is it even a viable business? So that's a real important question to ask. That's not number one in Google. It's not. However, it really should be number one truly when people start to think about their businesses. The next question to think about is, do I even like my business? Now that might sound kind of weird. Like, that's a strange business. Of course I do. Well, you might like it today. Are you going to like it tomorrow? Are you going to like it next year? Are you going to like it 10 years from now? And you may not know the answer to that, but it is a worthwhile question to ask yourself, because you have to live with this business day in, day out, like nothing ever you've ever done before. Spend so much dedicated time. Do you like your business enough that you want to dedicate that kind of time? So it is a valid question. It's a really important one. Before you invest all this money, before you invest all the time, really ask yourself, do I really enjoy what I'm doing? Do I think it's worthwhile? Do I think it's really valid and worth me doing this? And if the answer is yes, then go forth and go find the money. Go ahead and put the other things in place. But take that time to just introspect. And that's like one of my biggest pieces of advice to any kind of entrepreneur is do not just rush through the process. Take your time and check in with yourself. Check in to make sure that you're good with you before you go forward. And throughout your journey, you will need to do this as well. It's not just a one and done thing. It's something that you want to do throughout the course of your business. So before I kind of summarize that, don't forget to subscribe wherever you're watching, like, comment, share, engage with the post somehow. And if you're watching on YouTube at Supercharge Coach, if you're on Instagram at Supercharge Club, or at Emily the Entrepreneur. So please go ahead and do that right now. So let me summarize this here. How to get money for a startup, or should I ask for something else? Number one, what do I need the money for? As I just highlighted. Ask yourself that question. And if you're not sure on how to do it, you may need to ask for advice or help with someone who maybe can help you with that. The next thing is my business indeed a business? Do I have a business model that can make money profitably? And if you're not sure on that, that's okay. You can get help with it. And also, do I like my business? Do I like the concept of what I'm doing? Do I really enjoy it? Do I enjoy supercharging? Do I like coming here talking to you? Yes. That's why that's why I'm here, because I do enjoy it. Because if I didn't, I couldn't show up. So you have to be able to show up for yourself and show up for your business. And if you do need help and guidance with that process, I encourage you to check out the Supercharge Club, people. We have the Supercharge Club, and then we have the Supercharge CEO. So you have two options. One is more focusing on your productivity, profitability, and your purpose. And then the Supercharged CEO is taking it to the next level, helping you with a more personalized, customized approach, kind of to propel you to business success. So that's the whole goal of supercharging and what this is all about. And it's so important to get guidance and assistance when you're growing your business, so you can get the perspective and you can brainstorm and get that feedback, so you're not lost in your own head, lost in your own thoughts, and like trying to figure things out. So it's very good to get that support. So that's why I encourage people to check out my club, or to get whatever help they feel would help be most beneficial to them. And it's really important when you're asking yourself these questions to also remember that you have a story to tell. So when I ask you, do you like your business and all of that? It's all about, what is my story? What is my story? And actually, I think I got ahead of my slides. But my story, did I do it out of order? What did I do? Did I skip some stuff? Okay, whatever, it's okay. Let me go back. Hold on, guys. I got a little too excited. Hold on, let's start again. Okay. Oh, I meant to put it here. Yeah, hold on. I have to do a little switcheroo. Yeah, so your story, let's do that first, is important to know. So I wrote my story in my book. Many of you know my book, The Little Girl's Guide to Entrepreneurship. Go and get it if you haven't already on Amazon, where I chronicled my journey, my entrepreneurial journey, how I started, and the highs and the lows, the lessons learned. And I want you to do the same for yourself. Whether you decide to write a book or whatever you choose to do, chronicle your story, highlight the lessons that you've learned so you can use that for your benefit. I also want to encourage you to get another book, The Forgotten Reapers of World War II, Gallant Jamaicans Help Defeat the Axis Powers, by John L. McHugh, who happens to be my dad. And his book is also on Amazon, and you can see the scans on the screen here, so you can go and get your copies, because these are stories that are worth telling. People need to hear about your journey, know where you've been, and how they can learn from you. So for my dad, let me just invite you to his book launch, which is happening on February 27th at 7 p.m. 2024. That is tomorrow evening if you're watching it today on Monday. And it's going to be a wonderful occasion to learn about how that story came together, why it's important, and why you should care, or why it's useful for the world to really know the importance of someone's journey. So we'll be sharing that tomorrow, and with my brothers and my siblings, how the book came together and all of that. So I think you'll find that interesting. It will be live on Zoom, but also on YouTube and Facebook. So if you don't get to watch it live, it will be recorded for a replay. And so I want you to do that. And then also, the next thing I want you to think about is our new segment on Momentum Monday, which is called the Mindset Minute. And today's Mindset Minute is all about first things first, the importance of prioritizing what's most important in your business. And as we're talking about today, the number one question startups ask is, how do I get money? How do I secure funding for my business? But really, the first question they need to ask is maybe something else. And so I want you to realize that don't just follow what everyone else does. Know what's important for yourself, what's important to you, and put those things in order and know how to prioritize what is most essential as opposed to just doing what you think you should do, but maybe that's not the thing you should really be doing. That might sound a little strange, but it's a way to, again, test your assumptions, test how you think, test your thought process, and that's what supercharging is all about. Okay, that's your mindset minute for today. All right, let me see. What's my next slide? Okay, we already did the book launch. So that's really it that's it for today, guys. I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you for being with me. And please definitely drop your comments, drop your thoughts on what we discussed today. And I look forward to seeing you next week again on Supercharge with Emily. And until next time, stay supercharged and see you soon. Bye-bye. And thank you, Instagram. Drop your comments below. Instagram is, yeah. Okay,